No, we can watch that. Get down, Parker. Get down. Mm. That is not working. Definitely don't like that. Hold on, guys. Sorry. That's not looking good either. I probably need to change the room. My light, silly fan light went out. And I don't like this lipstick either. I hadn't fixed it, and I forgot when I said I was going to do a live tonight. So the lighting is really shitty. Let's see. Okay, that'll work. Okay, that's the best that's going to happen. Okay, hey everybody. How are you? How are you? Martina, hi. Debbie, Sandy, and Chris. You guys are right in here early. You miss me? I missed you guys too. I did. I'm really not liking this lipstick. So let's take this off. I'm okay. Yeah. Hi, is it real? Thank you. I would go and I would explain to you guys, but I have an arch enemy over there. And she would love to find something on me that she could probably, you know, cut the food with. Uh-uh. We're not giving her that. I just gotta hey Phil Hill. A health thing. I might have to have surgery. And I'm gonna try not to. I gotta talk to the surgeon. But I've done my own research, so I think that should be the last thing that we opt for. And do you remember you guys I was telling you about my stomach? So it ends up that I have gallstones in the gallbladder. So I'm not sure if they're talking about taking. Okay, this is just not working. The whole the gallbladder out, or just the stones. We're not going to do the whole gallbladder because there's medication you can take that will dissolve the stones. So, yeah. Oh, the doghouse is closed tonight? So what? Chris nor Sandy is going to go to the doghouse? Oh, wow. So that, and just, trying to move and all that kind of stuff. It's just been a lot. And who is that? Chris or Sandy that's saying that about the gallstones? Do you have side effects since they took your gallbladder out? Because the ones I was reading, I didn't particularly care for. Okay, so which one of y'all had your gallbladder taken out? What was my topic for tonight? Well, I only have pain when I eat stuff I shouldn't eat, so I'm trying to do better about that. And I talked to the surgeon beginning of next month, so we'll see. We'll see. They say you lose some weight, so I might be skinny and fine after they take it out. Who knows? Okay, do you want to say something? Because you're all up here. Do you want to say hi to the people? Okay, then bye. Bye. If you don't want to say hi, bye. Stop, Parker. Oh my gosh, she be tripping sometimes. Go on now. Go. Yes. But what was my, oh my gosh, I should write down the topics that I want to talk about because somewhere between me thinking of them and getting here, I forget. Hi, Peaches and Cream. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, the attacks are intense. I thought I was going to die. I didn't know what was wrong with me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the pain is something I don't want to do again. I know that. So it may have to go. I just have this thing about taking stuff out my body that God brought me here with. I'm thinking I'm supposed to leave with it, you know. Okay, the hair is making me hot. It's not looking good on camera. I don't know. Looked better when I was in my bedroom. Okay, what was my topic I had? Oh, and it was so good. Also, I want to say, acknowledge that this is Breast Cancer Month. I've been wearing my pink glasses for Breast Cancer Month, and I need to post something on the community page. So if anybody has dealt with that, um, we are so happy that you are a survivor or anybody in your family. Hey, Annie Edwards. I don't think I've seen you before. Have you been in the chat? Or is this your first time saying something in the chat, Annie? Or it's been a moment? Are y'all sending me hearts? Oh, what was? Oh my goodness. Hi, Gloria. Okay, one of the things, topics that I had was, have you ever seen something, like watch somebody do something they should not have done, or heard people talking about stuff that they should not have done and not report it to anybody? Yeah, that was just a generic title, Martina. So, have you ever witnessed or heard about something that you knew somebody did, and it was something that you should have reported or told someone else and you did not? What was my other question? What was my other question? Nobody? Anybody? Somebody? Do I need to repeat the question? Okay, Martina. I would expect that you reported it, Martin. I don't know why. I just figured you would be one of those people that would. Hi, LB. Because I'm just wondering, nothing illegal or immoral. Well, it could be a coworker. You ever witness a coworker doing something that they shouldn't have done? Maybe they said to you, "Hey," before before they have it now where you have to use your computer to clock in, but maybe could you clock me in because I'm running late, or could you clock me out? I'm leaving early, but can you clock me out? Okay, Sandy and Chris. You know, you witness somebody take something that they should not have, or maybe your significant other had a business that probably was not maybe kosher. And do you really think she told her soon to be husband? I think not. And why was she cheating before she got married? Maybe she wasn't ready to get married. Are they still married? Now that's a difficult one. Would you tell on your friend if they were cheating? See, she didn't even need to marry him. If you're cheating right before you get married, there's some issues there. I don't know if I would report that one because people are sticky when it gets to their money and their person. They'll fall out with you with the quickness and blame you, even though their person is doing whatever they're doing. No, I wanted to know because hmm, where do we draw the line on loyalty? What is something that we would say? Okay, my loyalty stops here. I can't ride with you no more on this because if we're really friends with people, do we draw them into our foolishness? Like Peaches said, she don't participate in foolishness. Do we bring other people into when we got mess going on? I put that question out there because all this stuff happening with P Diddy, and y'all know, because of my background in psychology and stuff, I always think deeper than the situation and all that kind of stuff. So everybody keeps saying, why didn't anybody tell? And then I have to say, how many times have we been in situations and we should have told, but we didn't? And then how many people are going to put their livelihood, their family, or whatever on the line for somebody else in this day and age? Some things just ain't your business. So, okay. So let's say we all got invited to one of the white parties, right? And we went, and none of us were staying for the after party. But we noticed that they were taking young people maybe to the back of the house or something like that. Would you have thought anything of it, even though you've heard the rumors? Would you have thought something of that? And would you have told if it meant that you might lose your job, you wouldn't be able to take care of your family, you were going to be blackballed, so you just probably have to find a whole new career, and you possibly could be hurt? I mean, I would have reported him for sure. I'm one of those people that go jump out in the middle of the lake. You ever been like the whistleblower, but it was about four or five of you that got together and everybody was going to go tell, right? But you were the only one that ended up telling and they left you out there by yourself. That would be me. Very good, Martin. You could tell it anonymously. Wow. But Amazon is like that. They don't call you over to PA, but they do time going to the bathroom and stuff. They're real strict on time. Most people there get fired due to the time restraints. I was just curious, whew, as to what you guys' thoughts were on that. Um, and what your thoughts are on the fact that they're saying all of this is stemming from people wanting to use like black magic, the using like the spirit world and making sacrifices so that they can move up and attain more, such as in their career or money or whatever. Do you believe that there is a spiritual world? I guess that should be my first question. Not necessarily the Illuminati. Actually, this is what killed me. No offense, but the Illuminati was European white men, and they would not let a Diddy or Jay Z or something like that be necessarily in it, but you could be a pawn that we use to get what we want. See what I'm saying? Because they're not over anything but the people that they can be over. But there's people much higher over them that they are really pawns for. I do too, Martin. I don't mess around with that. But I do know that people will use it for whatever their reasons are for using it. You know, it's been done for many years and making sacrifices and things of that nature. But I'm just wondering, do you all believe in? I look at it like this: if you believe in God or any type of spiritual entity, you do have to know that there is a negative to that or an opposite to that. Hi, D Love. Yes, because there's a whole another world that we're in that most of us don't realize we're in. You know, there are spirits that are doing their thing around us all day long, and we don't really, a lot of people don't realize it because they don't know about it, and a lot of people don't want to know about it. But I don't know if I would want to go that far because I haven't seen where you don't have to pay it back at some point. Even if you conjure up all this stuff and you're able to be successful and do all that you want, at some point you got to pay the piper. You got to pay. Nothing's free. Hi, still I rise. Nothing is free. You know, you're going to have to pay at some point. So the price is usually very high. And is it really worth it? And then what you may have to do to get what you want. Thank you, pretty much. Pretty much, Martina. I do believe in karma. You know, if you're a Christian, you believe in seed time and harvest, meaning you plant the seeds, it's going to be some time, and then you're going to get a harvest. So whatever you plant, that's what's going to come up. So if you plant seeds of mistrust or dishonesty or manipulation or whatever, you're going to get it back. You ever notice this, how sometimes life may be going along just great, then all of a sudden something crazy just happens? A lot of times you're getting your karma for something you did, but you don't remember at the time that, you know, it's equated to whatever it is you did, because time can go by. Karma doesn't mean that you're going to get paid back the next day. It could be 10 years. But as my grandmother say, what goes around comes around. Well, that's good. I like that. Okay, Sandy. No, peaches and cream. I don't believe the dead know what the living is doing, but I do believe that if I believe in a God and angels, I do believe that there's the opposite. There is always going to be an opposing to whatever it is you're doing, just like physics and stuff. There's always an opposite. There's a good and a bad. There's a light and a dark. You know. I love craft. I don't think we get paid back all of it, because if we did, some of us would be in a really bad place. I thank goodness I don't get paid back for everything, but I do think we get paid back for some. Sometimes, D-Love, it does happen like that. Hi, Willow. Sometimes it's instantaneously you get paid back. Then sometimes, not so much. You know, I was talking to my sisters the other day. They're my support system, my sounding board. You know, I'm having a crappy day. I know I can call either one of them or both of them, and we can talk hours. We have talked 6, 7, 8 hours. People don't understand how we do that. But have you all heard of discernment of spirits? Well, that's from the Bible's peaches and cream. What you sow, you're going to reap. Karma is the same thing. What goes around comes around. In Christianity, there is a thing called discernment of spirits, meaning that you have the ability to discern the spirit world. I am not a person that ever wanted that. Matter of fact, I'm scary, so I'm like, y'all know I don't watch scary movies, so I definitely don't want to be seeing those spirits. But I have had well, it's a little bit different than talking on the phone. Besides, you're talking to a whole bunch of people. So I've had certain experiences like One time I was at the gas station and I'm just pumping gas. And you know how somebody comes on the other side and they're pumping gas? And I looked up and it was this horrific demon looking right back at me. Scared the crap out of me. Man, I didn't even finish filling up my tank. I just stopped pumping, jumped in my car, hey, receptionista, and got the heck out of there. I've seen them walking underneath the overpass. I'll be sitting there waiting at the red light, and it's these, they look like you would think they were people, but they don't have the faces of people. There was a situation where one of the sisters in my church, her and her husband had gotten into, well, he was beating her up and she was pregnant. And so our pastor had another engagement. So she asked me and my husband if we would go over there when I was married at the time to check out the situation. So when we got there, his mother and father were walking up the sidewalk, and his mother was, she really was. So, but when they had on all this black, they had went to a funeral. So she was walking, I said she was walking like the Wicked Witch in the Wizard of Oz. But out the back of her head, this demon face just jumped out and licked his tongue at us. And I was like screaming. I was telling my ex, I'm like, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? I have just seen some crazy, crazy stuff that's unexplainable. So when people say there's not another world, there's a whole lot going on around us, that we don't know about. Like, do we think we're the only people here, on this earth, and there's no other, they may not look like us, but there's no other entities anyplace else? I'm sure you meant peaches and cream. You said leeches and cream, Lovecraft. Hi, Janelle. Yeah, there are things that happen that it's just, it's something else. It's not us. Nobody can tell you what it is. So I'm going to leave it that it's some type of spiritual encounter. Oh, thank you, Recessionista. No, 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 Lovecraft. This is all for me on a spiritual plane with me being a Christian. These things happen because I guess, like I said, there's some people that have a discernment of spirit. They can see stuff that other people can't see. I sometimes say that people that they think have mental illnesses, when they say they're hearing things, I do believe that they're hearing things, and it could be the spirits that's in this world that the rest of us just don't hear. But we say they're crazy because they have a gift that they really can't explain. Yeah, Martina, I believe that. Because I've had encounters where a car should have literally knocked my back tail off my car, but it was like their car went right through my car and didn't even hit me. It's just crazy things I have just experienced. No, they're not the same faces. They're just very demonic. I can't really, they're ugly. They're like a cross of a person and an animal, but very scary. So, yeah, I really prayed hard for me not to have that because I didn't want it. I didn't want to see none of that. And I told God he knew I was scary, so why would he let me see it? Like there was a time, there was a guy here that was called the Root Doctor. I don't know if y'all heard of Roots. It's sort of along the lines of what's the thing that I think they use in Cuba and other countries, Sansanista, something like that. It's not voodoo, but it's like you use herbs and all this stuff, and you know those things where you do all this, you can make the person fall in love with you. You do that, you can get somebody back, all that kind of stuff. I don't mess with that. But roots are really big here in South Carolina, especially in the Low Country. And this guy was big time. big time root doctor. He was making fist over dollar. I mean, he used to have lines around his house, people trying to get in to see him. Um, oh, that was good though, recessionista. And hopefully they it made you feel like you were going to be able to get through. I bet now when you look back, you never would have thought that you'd be where you are now compared to that 17-year-old girl back then. Okay, Lovecraft. So this guy ended up getting killed. I cannot remember. People broke into his house and killed him. I can't remember what it was for. I think they were trying to steal money from him. Um, G Love, yeah. And so at the time, that's when I had bought I was in the process of buying my first piece of property, which was a quadruplex, which is a four apartment building. And so I had rented to this lady that had two children. And at the time, I did not know that this was the root doctor's daughter, you know. And so I let her move in. She was not the best parent, so I ended up being a surrogate parent to her kids because they would come home, and the oldest one couldn't have been no more than like 9 or 10, but he was taking care of like the 5-year old when she got off the bus. So I would have them come over, and I would fix dinner because I was fixing dinner for my son, and I would do homework with them and make sure they ate. Well, you ever have those people that's a neighbor and they like to borrow? And if you let them borrow once, they want to borrow 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Mooching. So, so she came over. You know, like I said, I'm helping you with your children. Like when I made Easter baskets, I made Easter baskets for her child, just like I made for mine. So I'm like, I think I'm doing enough here. So then she wanted to start borrowing money. Well, my thing is this: unless it's something that you really need, you know, I might help you the first time, but we may need to discuss it the second time. Like, what are you doing with your money that, you know, are you just not making enough to make everything work? But whatever. So she came over one day and I worked from home. And so, no, she wasn't. So she came over one day, wanted to know could she borrow a couple of dollars, and I told her I didn't have it to give. She was very upset about it, you know, but I'm not going to argue with you about my money. So she left mad. But as soon as she left out, it was like instantly, it felt like somebody had punched me in my stomach. And I literally fell on my floor and I was on my knees. And the pain was so bad, I was crying. And so now, since I'm on my knees, I'm praying to God, like, what the heck is going on? Now, for me, I knew it was something that she did, that she deposited something in my house because she got mad because I didn't do what she wanted. While I'm down there, and this is no lie, guys, I felt like I left my body. I was hovering over me, watching me on the floor crying and praying to God, and I was hovering over myself watching. And when I realized that, I got so scared, and it was like, shoot, everything stopped. Oh my goodness. I jumped up, I called my pastor, I ran outside. I was like, oh my gosh, that was so scary. It was so scary. You know, it was I don't know which one it is. Martina said the doghouse ain't open, but she might have to open it up. Yeah, it's something like what they do in Cuba. yeah, so when I heard about the stuff that Didium was doing, I fully understand it. But it's for people who don't know, it's easy to get caught up in something that you don't know nothing about, and nothing you're suspecting. You could go to a friend's house for dinner and not know that they caught up in stuff like that. That, what if they, when we think about this could happen to any of us. Let's say you go to some friend's house for dinner and they put something in the drink or the food, because they got this kind of stuff going on, and maybe they've always thought about, you hanging out with them, and next thing you know, you all jacked up. You just can't trust people nowadays. You just never know. You just got to be, on point and watching all the time. Because we have no morals, no respect. I was just looking at that. I'm like, what happened to us just treating the other person decent? I was looking at this whole thing with Helene. It hit South Carolina and North Carolina really, really bad. One of my coworkers is in the town that apparently in North Carolina, and this happened to us here. Apparently in North Carolina, when the storm came, it took out a dam, broke down the walls of the dam. So when the dam bust, all the water came down into the town, which destroyed a lot of stuff, including the storm. But then they had mudslides behind it. So it's just a mess. And like here, our upstate, people still don't have electricity. Nobody was prepared really, because that's not normally where we have hurricanes at. They're normally on the coast. We had an issue here when we had a really bad storm some years ago where, how these neighborhoods, they say that they have lakes, like we have a place called Lake Carolina, and they got all these lakes. At least that's what you think it is, right? Because they're charging all this money for you to buy a house over there and have your house on the lake. Yeah, Martin. And so apparently these are not really lakes, they're mini dams. So when that storm came, a lot of the lakes overflowed because individuals are responsible for the lakes. It depends on where your house is, if you are the owner of the lake or whatever. And so it's up to them to keep the maintenance on it. But what we found out, a lot of people weren't keeping no maintenance. So up in the rich neighborhoods, the ponds started to overflow, but they were really dams, and the dams broke, and it was just a trickle down effect. As one broke and overflowed, another one would break and overflow, and it just kept coming till, our downtown was flooded out. I was literally stuck out here in my town because our streets had gotten just wiped out. The bridges wiped out. So we were stuck down here for a week. Could not get out. It was crazy. So I'm looking at all this because there are people that are, can you imagine just still not having electricity? Can't do anything. Your children not going to school. Your home is all destroyed and all this. So, we have FEMA that comes in to assist. But with any type of crisis situation like that, it's going to take time, which is the last thing you want to hear if you're the person that it happened to, So when I seen the politicians using that to lie to people and tell them that there was no more money, FEMA had no more money to give them, that they wasn't going to be able to get their places repaired. I mean, just all this foolishness. And I just looked at the situation and I'm just like, what is wrong with the United States that we have gotten to a point that our politicians are lying to the people just so that they can become president, that they're causing literal chaos to people who are already in a bad situation. Can you imagine you're already in a bad situation and you're needing money to probably try to get to a hotel or something so your family can have a place to stay, and the people that you think that are supposed to be in government that's running the country or wanting to run the country again are telling you that there's no more money, so you would have a tendency to believe them, right? Just telling lies, just so that it can be an issue so the other people can't win. And I just really have just been looking at the state of affairs the United States is in, and I'm just like, what the hell is wrong with us? What has happened to our country? And they shouldn't even have to do that, Martin. Why would they have to do that? Oh, and then they turned around and said the reason why you can't get any money is because they've been giving the money to the immigrants that have come in, which we already have people who are livid about people who are here. They came in the country and they feel that they're getting things that they're not getting. I look at it like this. We get people to come in this country, but this country was built on people coming into this country. And that's the thing that I don't understand. This was a country itself. And there were natives that were already here. Native Americans were already here in the United States. Christopher Columbus did not discover anything. There was already people living here. So everybody that came after that were immigrants coming from other countries. So how is it now that we want to say that people can't come in? Now, every country, I guess, puts a quota on how many people that can come in. But when I look at these other countries where there's devastation, like all that stuff going on over there with Israel and all that, there are people leaving in droves going to other countries. Way more than what we have coming here. I understand that we need to have control of our borders. We surely do. I understand that we need to have a vetting process because we don't want to have all the criminals from somebody else's country coming here. And I also understand how Americans who are already living here have an issue with the states using resources to help get these people situated. But what can they do? When you have a governor in Texas ship 4 busloads of people to Chicago and New York in the middle of winter, should they leave them on the street to freeze to death? There are two different, like Martin said, there's two different fundings for what's going on. And it's just people just bringing this stuff up. So when it's time to vote, everybody's angry. I'm mad because, the storm came and messed up everything and I didn't get any money. And the money is going to the guy that's over there that just came to our city, and he looks different. It's just, I mean, it's just crazy. And I don't understand how we've gotten so gullible to believe some of all this mess. Like it's a government agency, peaches and cream. There's red tape. There's going to be, and I'm not going to say that FEMA is perfect because we've seen them screw up in other crisis situations, such as the one down in New Orleans. What was the one that was so bad? Katrina. You know, and I'm sure they do look and say, and I'm sure they're going to tell people who have insurance to use their insurance first before they will help them because they're trying to help people who don't have insurance. We don't always look and see why things are the way they are. If I'm paying for home insurance and my home insurance is supposed to cover what's happened to me, is it really fair to take the resources of FEMA that somebody else could use who already was in poverty and didn't have home insurance? I mean, we have to sometimes look at the big picture, and I know we don't want to when it's affecting us. Your PM was in Hawaii during the bushfires. I don't understand. And Hawaii is a big place for y'all to vacation at, isn't it? Because when I went to Hawaii in what was that? April of this year, it was a lot of Australians there vacationing, and y'all are rowdy. Y'all are real. I thought Americans can be rowdy. Mm-mm. The Australians be throwing back the liquors and the beers. Oh, okay. Thank you, Is It Real? You're so sweet. Thank you. I got three supers and I missed them. You need to look and see. Insurance is a joke. I mean, if you get in a car accident, they'll pay out, but they're going to go up on your insurance. So you end up paying, which I hate car insurance. You pay for years and years and years and don't have an accident, but when you have one accident, then all of a sudden, because you had the accident, they're going to go up on your insurance. Some insurance companies don't cover, but they consider acts of God, like in Florida. Now, if you live in Florida, it is extremely hard to get homeowners insurance because they have so many hurricanes. I mean, we got what, Milton coming through Tampa. Is anybody here in Florida or have family in Florida? Because we definitely send up our prayers. And if they're in the Tampa area, if they tell them they need to evacuate, they need to leave. I know people don't want to leave their homes, but you can always get another house. You can't get another you. They're not going to cover certain things. Like a lot of people don't get flood insurance. But so like when we had that really, really bad storm and all that water flooded out people's homes, they were out of luck because they consider that flooding, and you wouldn't have flood insurance because you weren't in the area that flooded. You know, yeah, because they have a lot of fires out there. It's really unfair. And I was watching where this couple was on, and their whole roof had gotten ripped off, and the assessor came out there, gave them, wrote it all up, told them about, how much they should get from the insurance company. Well, when it went to their insurance company, the what's their called? The people that look over the paperwork, underwriters, they were told to not give them the amount that the assessor put down there. That I think he put like they were supposed to get like $90,000. An insurance company sent them a check for like 15,000. I mean, that's just horrible. Oh, there's another new feature. Oh, I guess they're just moving on up. Yeah, I've just been this weekend, just thinking a whole lot about all the stuff that's going on, and I'm just like, what is happening? You can't trust nobody. You don't know who might want to hurt you. People just lying for no reason. And it's all about stuff. It's all about having a position, power, money, things. And I mean, corruption is just, we've always had corruption in politics. I know that. But now it's just like, don't it just seem like things are just so crazy that people just don't care no more? It's like, I'm not even going to try to hide my foolishness. I'm just going to just come right out and do it. whether you like it or not. I can believe that, Martina. Oh, so that was her third time. Well, thank you for the three times. Thank you, thank you. You know, there's always somebody trying to scam, just like now. They've been coming out saying, because the people got their homes messed up in the upstate, just don't trust anybody coming that's saying that they can give you an assessment for your house for you to turn it in to the insurance company because they could be scam artists. Because that's what they do. Wait for a tragedy, something like this to happen, and then they all come flooding in. Who does that? You're coming to people who are in a very bad state, and then you're going to come and put something on top of that and make it worse? I mean, I just don't understand how people live with themselves with some of the things they do. I don't know. I could not do it. I could not make somebody else's situation worse like that. I did get the new glasses. I got to do a commercial for it or whatever they call it, a sponsorship thing. I'll probably do it tomorrow. They're cute, so I need to do that. Has anybody been watching our buddy over there? I really have not. I think I breezed through, and I'm just like, why does she keep buying these two little exercise outfits? I don't know why. Well, that's good. Um, oh, we're mad because God is. Yeah, I seen something like that. I'm just trying to figure out. Well, why would we be mad if God is good to you? Oh, did a Goodwill haul and bought more clothes. She's going live to misquote the Bible tonight. I only see her in the van. So the van, I guess, is just another waste of money. She should have just fixed Treasure up. But no, and what the hell happened to Treasure? Yeah, all I see her doing. Oh my goodness, when did I did watch a little bit of it. I think it was yesterday. Because I didn't really do anything yesterday. And so I just kind of was just laying around, kind of napping and watching TV. So I was like, let me go over here and see what Mac is up to. She is the worst exercise guru. I mean, literally. When she's on the stepper, she's not even really going down. She just does it a little bit. Then she's on the phone. Then she's drinking water. And she talks the whole freaking time. And I'm just like, you're not exercising, ma'am. Oh, I don't know what she's doing to Van. It's just sitting in the yard collecting dust. Yes, washing dishes. We haven't, well, at least I haven't been doing anything to her, so I don't know why she got yelling at me. I hadn't had nothing to say. Oh my gosh, she had to tell everybody she had a pap smear? Why? Oh, but wait a minute. How does she have a pap smear? Because she says she don't believe in doctors and she don't go to the doctor. So, are you getting a Is there like a hood doctor that gives you a pap smear or something? I don't know. And she got health insurance because if you do, why not go get your eyes and you know your throat and all that checked out? She ordered more gym equipment. She did a 2-hour video on a pap smear. Okay, so who? Hold up. Who has talked her into going to get her some free health insurance? Because I know she ain't paying for it, so she must be on Medicaid, Medicare, something. Oh, one of the traveling free doctors. So they pull teeth and do pap smears. They multifaceted. So, ma'am who don't believe in doctors went to a doctor, huh? You know what? Okay. I don't know which one it was, but the doghouse is open. And seeing that I don't see whose name it was, both of y'all going to the doghouse for the iodine comment. Just, just, just go on over there. I'm just, she's such a liar. You did a whole spiel about you not going to the doctor and you doing holistic things and all that, and then yet you knew you needed to go to the doctor, and so you turned around and went to the doctor like when you was bleeding all over that picnic table and tried to blame us for it, and you knew you need to go get yourself checked out. I'm just like, oh, this woman. Maybe Charlene wants her to be healthy. I don't know. I don't care. Or either she listened to us, we've said it enough that she's finally listened to us. But yeah, she's still a con. I mean, I think she changed the name. Did she change it to her exercise journey or something like that? Yeah, she doesn't fit in the exercise section of YouTube either. Because she ain't really exercising. I don't know what she call it. I thought she was gonna kill herself. I'm gonna need her to leave the total gym alone. Because she does not know what she's doing on there. I'm just waiting for her because I have one. And so everything is by your weight. So those pulley things, girl, she had them just flying back. I was like, she gonna knock herself out with that. And then she had her legs in between us, and where she shouldn't have had her legs because when you pull yourself up, it was just crazy. I'm just like, get off the total gym. Oh, she wants to change it again to her exercise something. What she gave a whole health thing. All of a sudden now you care about your blood pressure and your coochie and your teeth and all this other stuff. No, I hadn't looked over there. I have to look over there. I'm sorry. I mean, like I said, she's such a liar. It's always something like a 90-day exercise challenge. We know she won't make the 90 days. Just like she had the 30-day, what was it? That she was going to take a bath every day. Then she had, I mean, she's always got something that she was going to pray for everybody every day and all this. She never does. She never does. Oh, she ordered more coloring books. She spent an arm and a leg on trying to learn how to do calligraphy and did it one day. Got up to day 7 on the celibacy. Yeah. I mean, she's not consistent at anything. Nothing. I mean, just nothing other than washing dishes. Now, she will wash dishes every day. Maybe she should have a dishwashing challenge. Maybe that's what she should have. Well, maybe she's trying to get healthy for her girlfriend. Okay, yeah. Sandy and Chris, I thought y'all were in the doghouse already. I thought y'all were already over there. Well, kudos to ma'am that she's taking herself, her life serious enough that she want to go get checked out by the traveling doctor. That's a gynecologist and a dentist. He's a gynoenist. She ordered a maid costume. Y'all better stop lying. She ordered a maid costume for washing dishes. Hi, Sean. Yeah, she did have a bathe every day for 30 days. She was going to try to show Arabs that she took a bath every day. That didn't last 3 days. It didn't even last 3 days. So, yeah. Okay, so did she really buy a maid outfit? Maybe that's her Halloween outfit because Miss Charlene loves to decorate for Halloween. They're gonna have the upside down tree. I'm surprised they haven't put it up yet. Maybe she's gonna be a maid for Halloween this year. Oh, you going you going to the doghouse before I can say it? Okay, ma'am. That's a good name, Game of Thrones bedroom, because that bed looks like it could have been in the show. See, see. I see y'all not getting out the doghouse tonight. Y'all missed the doghouse, didn't you? Y'all said as soon as Deborah come back, we're gonna go back to our home over there and hang out. I hadn't watched her. That is so stupid. I've been wondering what. Okay, cognitively, I don't know what level she's on. She reminds me of like 11, well, I can't even say 11 or 12 because my granddaughter's that age and she wouldn't even do that. You are buying outfits now to do chores around the house. So you're gonna dress up like a maid, and you're not a chef. You can't cook. Ugh. See, why y'all got Martin acting up? Chris and Sandy just be having people acting up. Now, Martin, you said the doghouse wasn't even open, and you following them up tonight with the brown and served sausage. Girl, you know she don't like to wash and change clothes. And she ain't exercising, so she ain't no more funkier than she normally is. I'm surprised she didn't sleep in it, didn't get up and wear it the next day, because you know she'd do that. Yeah, you just jumped in here, Sean, and started cutting the food with the rest of them. Oh, you know what? I hope she washed before she went and had all that done. Because I feel sorry for the doctor. Ah, mm. So my thing is, why are you buying more clothes? You ain't going nowhere. Not the clam dip. Everybody gonna be in the doghouse tonight. See how she get y'all in trouble? See how she get y'all in trouble? I don't understand it. And why can't she buy anything that fits? I mean, it's all too tight. And you're wasting money that you don't need to be wasting. You need to be fixing up your van. But I guess, she's not moving, so what the heck? She well off on somebody else's dime. I'm gonna have to watch. See, y'all gonna make me watch that. Free clinic watch. Well, I mean, since she ain't gonna pay for nothing and she get everything else free, she might as well go see the doctor for free. Maybe she should have stopped by and seen the psychologist or counselor they had there. Oh, have they? I don't know. I don't know why I'm always sweating here. I haven't watched. Maybe the highlight of this year will be that she'll reap her karma and Miss Charlene put her out. Ah. Well, who took her to the doctor since she don't drive that no more? And is she still paying on the tin can and Quartzsite? She was sitting in the car park. Was she driving herself, or was she sitting in their car and was parked? Okay, I'm missing something. They've been arguing. That's why she had to wait in the car park. Oh, she drove herself. For which van? Treasure or the new one? You know what, Martina? Ma'am, you are in trouble tonight. Thank you. Now that she does know how to do, she'll steal an ideal in a minute. Oh, she drove Treasure. Why Treasure always? You know why Treasure always need a battery? Because she leaves it just sitting there and she don't start it up or anything. Okay. Oh, now she realized that? I about fell out that day. She had to get a battery and she was mad that nobody would carry the battery across the street for her. She gave people tips on how not to leave your car sitting for months. Most people with a car knows that. Ah, well, how come the new one? She can't. What's wrong with the new one? It don't run. I mean, she can still drive it. Yeah, well, maybe Miss Charlene will put her out before the holidays. Maybe she will have to be in Quartzsite for her birthday, begging for birthday presents. I'm surprised she hadn't started already. Last year at this time, she was already talking about how she was going to have a great big reveal for her birthday. Hi, Tiff. Oh, will this woman ever freaking grow up? And there's no, okay, and this is, what kind of doctor was the traveling doctor? How is it that you go to a doctor and you got that big old grapefruit on your neck and your eyes looking the way they looking and they didn't address that? They just gave you a pap smear and sent you on your merry way? Yeah, that didn't happen. She didn't get that many presents. Only one she really got was from Charlene and some sponsorships. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, was that a legit doctor? Because there's just no way you could walk in there with all that going on and they didn't say anything. I might be inclined to believe she lying, but hey, it could be like this guy I just seen that was in Atlanta pretending that he was a veneer tech, and he made up to $5 million putting veneers on people and lip injections and butt injections, and he was not licensed whatsoever. He's now sitting in jail. But what does she have that Charlene can share? Charlene has a lot that she can share, but what does she have that Charlene can share that Charlene don't have? Thank you. I know she blocked them, Lovecraft. I know she did. Oh, she has never, as far as I know, she's never answered us about the dog. She refused to even talk about it. You know what, Lovecraft? Well, she must have took off because at one point you had to be you had to wait a year before you can leave a comment. Hi, Polly and Annabelle. They were only allowed to get one service per day. What, at the free doctor or at the free clinic? Because most cities have a free clinic. Yeah, you go ahead and get on in the doghouse, Lovecraft. Tell Chris and Sandy hi. And Martina is right outside the door. I see it's going to be jam packed in there tonight. Hi, is it Lala Mellow Yellow? You know what? Because look what she invited into her home. If you go back and look at the video when she first got there, the house was open, it seemed, and cheery and light. You could it was a nice home. Now it's dark and dreary. She always got shit in the family room, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in the bedroom. I think it's two now, Recessionista. And you remember how she went on and on about the first one, but she won't address the second one at all. Oh, it was a pop-up free clinic. Okay. So you gonna hit me with your cane, Martin? I mean, she just leaves stuff everywhere. Stop. You know what? Recessionista, go to the doghouse with the rest of them. Just go on over there. Another exercise vibrate machine. Who's paying for the exercise equipment? Because those pieces are not cheap. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what part of the house is she putting all this equipment? Because that total gym is long, because it's taking up the whole area in my extra bedroom. Oh, the vibrating gut one. Wow, that should be interesting to watch her use. But who's paying for all that? because the stepper is about $100 and some dollars. The glider is a couple of, I guess it's probably cheaper now, so I'm gonna say it's about 100 and something. The total gem, I want to say that's about 3 or 4, somewhere in there. Is Miss Charlene paying for her woman to get in shape? I don't get it. I just don't get it. That's what I'm saying. We are so gullible. I don't even know what happened to us. There's just no way in hell a woman almost my age is going to come live off of me and I'm going to support all her crazy bullshit. No. You should be using that money, if she's paying for it, to be getting your van fixed so you can take your ass on. But you ain't trying to build out no van. You in there building a whole damn gym in somebody else's house. How do you do that? It's not even your home. You see what happened? She moved in. Well, she came to visit. Then she took over a whole bedroom and made it hers. Pretty much took over the family room because she always got blankets and pillows and all that stuff in there. Now she's taken over another part of the house as her exercise area. She definitely has taken over the kitchen. We're going to look up Miss Charlene be out there living in the van. Yeah, she's not going to lose weight because she eat too much. That's why she said exercise 3 months because Christmas is coming. You know, Charlene has to have her Christmas trees. Yeah. I don't care if I let you come over, you know, and as my companion. You're not taking over my house. That no, we're not doing that. Yeah, I mean, and every month she just takes another piece of the house. I'm telling you, we're gonna look up Charlene to be living in the van or be over there at Pauline's house. That and some soap. She'll probably cuss us out and then go take it to the Goodwill. She would have a fit. Cahoon. Well, now the stepper, that's fairly new. The total gem's been around for a long time, and the glider, that's been around for a long time. The gazelle, because I had one. The house wasn't junky in the beginning. It's junky now. Oh, she had a fit about the Rogaine, and I showed that. Well, yeah, yeah. Miss Charlene is grown. She is grown, and this is what I do know. She getting something out of it. So whatever she's getting out of it, she thoroughly enjoys it because this woman has come in and pretty much taken over. And maybe if they're arguing like like couples do. Couples have arguments and fall out with each other, and then they make up. Yeah, no, she's not a van lifer. She's totally left that alone. Yeah, she's pretty much like the maid. And is there a section in YouTube for? Well, they do the how tricks on how to use different stuff to clean your house and stuff like that. Maybe she can do that. But all she seems to do is like to wash dishes. or stick her hand in the toilet. I don't even know what the deal is with that. She is so gross. And Polly, I'm not even going to address the dog eating thing. I'm going to let you take a trip. Is there any room left in the doghouse? Because we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably be 6. I'm going to have to get another one or expand that one. Oh, she done put a sliding door in the new van? Talking about like the one she had in Treasure? That little bendable stuff that she had that was on the track? Oh, we not. I hope she don't let her pull out no more wigs. Y'all know how the wigs be looking. Like that one she put on when she first got to Miss Charlene's and looked like she was a Rastafarian. That was scary. What do you think her wordplay is to the twins to stay there? Mm, no, Martina. You only finna do me like a McNasty over there. She's a nasty woman. That's what I was saying. Who does that? I could see if you wanted to do like this is breast cancer month, right? So if she wanted to do a whole health spiel, do one episode on, women taking care of themselves. She was going to the doctor, to get a woman's exam and all this stuff. You don't have to pull your legs up and spread them open for people to know what a dang on pap smear is. She is, oh, you're right, Polly. She is a nasty pig. I'm going to agree with you on that. The only way the damn van is going to get built is if Charlene does it. That is the only way that van's going to get built. And the only reason why it's taking so long is because Charlene is still helping Pauline. But sure as my name is Deborah, as soon as she finished with Pauline's, she going to have her over there building hers out. Who paid for the extra towel? Because she had to buy more towel. And did she use the same kind? Because I didn't like that towel on that floor. It was too busy for that small space. No, she did not. She had help. It was a guy that helped her. I think it was a family member or a friend. Somebody helped her. She did not build that out by herself. No, she did not. Because if she did, why is she having such a hard time with this other van? Oh, hold up. Let me go back up here. The doctor said, what? The doctor said that the lump in her neck is fine. That's a damn lie. And if he did say that, then I don't know what type of shoddy doctor you went and got your cooch spread your legs open and let somebody look at. Because if the doctor said that, girl, you shouldn't even have let him look at you for nothing else. But then if he can do a pap smear and pull teeth, I don't know what type of doctor that is. Because I know they did not tell her that the lump on her neck is okay. She always lying. She just paid 10,000 to do absolutely nothing, really. Because she don't get them. When you don't take care of yourself, I guess it's exciting to go get a pap smear. Uh, I don't find it exciting, but I guess it is for her. Oh, McNasty Ranch. I like that. Yeah, I think it was her cousin. Yeah. You know what, Paulie? I thought that, but I said I'm not going to say it because then I had to put my own self in the doghouse. I sure did. But I'm going to have to send you to the doghouse, Polly. That was funny, but I'm going to have to send you over there. I sure did think that, but I was like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Hey, and that's just like a partner. When you're in a relationship, you help your partner out. You do stuff for them, you buy them stuff, you know. One is the breadwinner, and the other one is, the woman of the house. They have a traditional, like the 1950s relationship. One takes care of the home, and the other one makes the money and, pays for the bacon. See, I know that was Chris, the bread eater. I'm not with y'all tonight. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I said I was going 1 hour, and it's been two. And I was actually going to show what I cooked today. I made me some good old catfish stew. I was going to show Miss McNasty how to cook. I've got some work to do because my coworker lives in North Carolina, and he doesn't have electricity and all that, and the mudslides and all that, so we don't know when he'll be back. So I've been working extra to help cover because he's not here. So you never had catfish stew? I mean, yeah, pretty good if you like fish, you know. Well, if the toilet water don't kill her, the bacteria from the inside of the toilet don't kill her, I guess the sawdust won't either. You don't get wet there. Catfish? A lot of people don't like catfish because they're scavenger fishes. But I like it. But then I am Southern. I am a Southern person. You know what? I can't with y'all. I cannot. But thank you. Y'all made me laugh. I could use that. Because y'all is a hot mess. A hot mess. Guys, thank you so much. I feel so much better now. Maybe I just needed to come and talk to you guys. You're like my stress release. But I am going to get off of here so I can do at least a couple of hours before I go to bed. Okay, is that Ray Yanya Gambo? I know I messed your name all up. Hi, Mars Hill. Well, that's a whole nother topic. That's what I said, Gloria. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here, and tomorrow is 10 for 10 for 10. So, yeah. Um, and I'm only doing 1 hour tomorrow, just so you know. Okay? 1 hour. And maybe I'll think of my other topic that I wanted to talk about. Besides, you guys are supposed to be sending me topics. Y'all were supposed to have topics like Lovecraft gave us some last week. Doe Dash. Is she a van lifer? Let me write that down. Are they a van lifer or are they another Vanessa? Oh, well, you know what? We'll start with that tomorrow, Lovecraft. You're not keeping me on here. I'm getting off. I said 1 hour and I did 2. So hold that thought. We'll do it tomorrow. That maybe that was what I was supposed to talk about and I forgot. Y'all know I'll be forgetting. Yeah, I didn't check this weekend. I'll check tomorrow before I come on. Thank you for the hearts. I love you guys too. Okay, Peaches, tomorrow I'm doing 1 hour. Either you're in here or you're not, okay? Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. No, it's a free range topic. Anything you want to talk about, Sean? We're open over here. We just throw McNasty in here at the end or somewhere in the middle just to talk about her. All right, I'll check out and see if there anybody I would be interested in watching. Did you guys see Winter's Blue new one with the mouse in the van? Y'all gotta check it out if you haven't. Thank you, Martina. Good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. 10 for 10 for 10 Tuesday. Love y'all. Thank you for cheering me up. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe.